It's time now for our Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Diamond Point and Sauk Center. And with us today is Melrose golfer Week-Wesley Dickhaus, who is the top golfer in the West Central Conference this year, and also just got done playing at the state golf meet down in the Twin Cities area. Well, Wes, first of all, congratulations on the season that you had.
Thanks.
Yeah. Tell us about your family, first of all. Who's all in your family?
We got my younger brother, Jacob, first of all. He's going into 10th grade next year. Eddie is my other younger brother. He is going into kindergarten next year, and my parents, Chris and Bob.
Mm-hmm. And let's mention about your grandparents. Who are they?
Diane and Gary Langer.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. It's Stearns County. We got to put all the pieces together, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk about the season then that you had. It seems like such a nice day today. You should have been playing today, but I know as the season started, you were inside forever to start, weren't you?
Yeah, it seemed like we were inside more than we were outside this season. Started with a lot of putting around the elementary greens, or like in the high school, just around the floor, you know, where it's carpeted, and getting in whatever we can, going to the wrestling room where it's padded and we can hit some balls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then finally got outside, and what was the season like then?
It was cold at first. It was really windy, and on the way there we could still see the snow, and it didn't help anyone really.
Mm-hmm. When you mentioned snow, and again, like a day like today, it seems impossible that it wasn't that long ago, was it?
No,
no,
it definitely wasn't.
You know, when you look at your season, did you start out kind of slowly with some of the scores?
Yeah, definitely. I started almost bogey golf, and it really kind of, I wasn't very happy with it, but it came around towards the end. Ended up being around par most of the time. So.
And you also played a lot of doubleheaders this year. How did that affect your game, and how did that affect the team?
Yeah, with the shortened season because of the snow, we ended up playing 9 holes in one place at noon, and then 9 holes again at 4 o'clock. And it was tough taking a break between the 9 holes, where usually I like playing 18, but it also gave us a good warm-up for the second 9 too.
Let me ask you too about just mentally to stay focused with bad weather conditions, poor conditions to play in. How do you stay focused with that? What do you say to yourself, or how are you talking to yourself during that process? I think a lot of it's preparation, really getting the right clothing in your bag and having everything ready to go. Coach Werman really thinks a lot about preparation. He really accolades that towards us. Mm-hmm. What about then the section in the state? And again, the first thing on your mind is the weather, right?
Yeah. The first day wasn't that bad for state. Second day it poured. I don't know. It wasn't fun.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you consider yourself a poor condition? Are you a good player in that way?
Yeah, I think I am. I don't like playing in it, but I think I do pretty well. At sections it was pouring. I shot par, and at Cregan's in one of our invites I was under par when it rained. So.
All right. How would you describe yourself as a golfer? Do you favor longer holes, shorter holes, or what do you think about yourself in that regard?
I wouldn't say I'd say I'm more of an aggressive player, because I like to go for pins no matter where they are on the green, really. I like to hit driver most of the time. I don't know, really aggressive.
So when you're out there competing against, let's say, go back to the conference meets that you have, are you focusing in on somebody that you're playing against, or are you just playing the course, or how do you view that?
It depends. If it's like a 2-day tournament, I'm playing with the best players. On the second day, I'll kind of keep track of where they're at and play with them, but usually it's just trying to stay around par.
Mm-hmm. How did you get interested in golf, first of all? I know you kind of started out in baseball, didn't you?
Yep, played baseball when I was young, but I always played golf. I lived right on the golf course on hole 6 here at Melrose. And my parents got me up into it, got me swinging a golf club right away. Mm-hmm. Still play with Grandpa and Grandma? Rarely, but yeah, sometimes.
But used to?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Anybody else influential in your progression through your golfing that you got going, and who helps you out now?
It obviously started with my mom mainly. She helped me a lot. She used to be a golf coach here, and grew up. I started taking lessons from Scott Dirk in Alexandria. That helped. Plus Coach Werman here and Coach Ruoff back in 7th and 8th grade. They all helped a lot.
Mm-hmm. Do you find that you got to kind of figure it out on your own, though, too?
Yeah, definitely. Golf is your own game, and you got to think of your own swing all the time.
Mm-hmm. How is the swing?
It's feeling pretty good right now.
Okay, all right, that's good. Say, let me ask you this, too, with your relations. How much do you remember about your Uncle Kurt Langer?
I actually remember a lot. I don't know, we still have that golf tournament going for him every summer. Excited to play in that again.
Mm-hmm. How young were you when he passed away?
It was in 5-6 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
So
okay.
12-ish.
You know, I just like to bring him up because I don't know. Do you remember watching him play anything?
Not really, no. I know he was a good baseball player and a good football player, but
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch him a whole lot.
I guess that's what I always admired about him and thinking about him, and I could mention him every time we do something, is, boy, if everybody played like Kurt Langer with just the passion that he had and just his, he would go out and get it done, and just, he's a great example to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the process then, too. You're going to go to college now and go play golf. This is something I imagine that you always wanted to do?
Yep. I've definitely been thinking about this throughout my high school career, where I'm going to go play golf in college and if I will play golf.
Mm-hmm. And where did you go look, and how did you end up at St. John's then?
We started looking at like Drake and Creighton University, went down to Iowa for a few colleges. Actually, St. John's was the last place that I wanted to go. I was determined not to go to St. John's because it was too close and it's just too cold up here to play golf, but took a visit there and it was great. I love the coach. I'm excited to play for him.
Mm-hmm. Who is the coach?
Bob Elbers.
Okay, he's been there for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time.
And what do you look forward to then, competing against, these are guys that I'm sure they're all the best on their high school teams for sure, and just the college experience. How different do you think it'll be?
Yeah, just taking another step up and playing with better golfers, hopefully get myself better, have more competition, even like amongst the teammates.
How much do they play? How many meets do they have?
I'm not sure. I know their home meets at Greystone and Blackberry.
Okay.
And they travel like to the surrounding states, but I'm not sure how many they have.
All right. So we'll see you locally then.
Yeah.
We'll get to come out and watch a little bit?
Yep.
All right. Don't forget about us.
I won't.
All right. Well, thank you for being our Athlete of the Week, and congratulations again on the state. Where did you finish at the state?
17th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you? How do you feel about that? That it was shortened? Did you kind of want to play another nine holes?
I definitely wanted to play another 9 because going into the second day I was at 14th, shot a 75, and I wanted to get down there. I knew I could play well even if it was raining because I like playing in the rain kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish we would have played another 9.
All right. Well, I guess it is what it is, and something to talk about in years to come, that you think back to the season, that how crazy it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really sums up the whole season with that rain delay and everything.
All right. Well, thank you again.
Thanks for having me.
That's Wesley Dickhaus, who is our Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Diamond Point in Sauk Center.